94 Rocks, Jay-Z here, and on the Zoom call today, I have the band Backhand Blue, and I'm looking excited for this because we've been playing Backhand Blue in 2025 on 94 Rocks. I've got Macy, I've got Eli, and first of all, how you guys doing?
Doing good. Super excited to be here.
Are you ready for the holidays?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm being a guy, and in my early 50s, my kids are out of the house now, so I really don't have as much to do. And I'm a last minute kind of shopper, so I haven't done any of my shopping yet. How about you guys?
I'm done with my shopping.
Yeah,
Are you?
I'm pretty much done with mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like start shopping beginning of the year. If I see something, I go ahead and buy it.
So you've got that kind of mindset to do that, huh?
Yeah, I plan ahead. I love giving gifts.
All right. You, Eli, are you like me, just kind of like a
Yeah.
last minute
I'm
kind of guy?
definitely more like, definitely more like
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Wait, that's just how us guys are wired, I guess, isn't it?
I guess. Yeah.
Most guys. Okay. Hey, I wanted to get more about the band, the information about Backhand Blue. And how did this band all start? Who wants to go with that? I guess.
I mean, I'll go. We when we were younger, we were part of a program called the O'Keefe Music Foundation.
Yep.
Basically just brings kids together to like record and do like music videos and kind of get into studios and do some really cool stuff that they post on YouTube. And we met doing that. And I knew immediately once I heard her voice that I was like, I want to write with her. I want to, work with her. So like maybe beginning or late or mid, I don't remember. So sometime in 2019, I
Yeah.
kind of started sending her like demos of stuff. And we were both like 17 at the time.
17?
So we were pretty
Yeah.
young. And some of those early demos were pretty rough, but we just kind of started working together from different parts of the country online. She was in Ohio and I was in Iowa. And that's pretty much it. We both moved to Nashville in 2019.
2020.
2020. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
2020. I'm getting my dates all mixed up. 2020, and the rest is kind of history. We just kind of started working from there. Now that we were in person together, we had more opportunity to actually write together in person and work together. We got into some studios down there and we recorded a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Yeah, when he was in Iowa, he would send me a track when I lived in Ohio, and it'd be like, okay, I guess I'll write a melody over this, send it back, and then the track would just keep going back and forth, back
Yep.
and forth. So being in person, writing together, I prefer that
Yeah, for sure.
because there's definitely a different vibe to that.
Yeah.
Well, and obviously you guys are young, and I'm a little older. So the generations in my era back, it was garage band. You get together, you play. Today now it's everything over social media and that. But you almost seem like an old soul, Macy, when you say that I'd rather be in person doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both kind of found like I think the first like 3 years of our career working together was like basically online or like
Yeah.
I mean close to the first 2 years probably.
Yeah, because COVID
And
and everything
COVID and then
online. And
yeah,
yeah,
everything was online. So now
I'm
that
done with
yeah, now that we
online.
went through that, we're like, let's get in the studio and let's just, track this together as a band and like let's
Yeah.
do this old school. Like let's see, what we can do, more of the garage style.
I think
Yeah.
we're even leaning even more that way with this next EP we're working on
Yep.
coming up. I think we're
Well,
gonna go.
and I'm curious about that because obviously you said I'm done with the social media, the online stuff and that, but that is a big thing nowadays. And I almost am starting to see even my daughters, which are in that 2021 year age, they're starting to like get rid of the phones and stuff and get back to the organic things that I grew up with. Are you guys starting to see that a little bit, a movement of that?
I do, yeah. I think as technology keeps growing, like at least for me, my perspective is like I'm finding that like the human interaction is so important in just everyday life and like getting away from the phones a little bit. And I mean the phones serve I mean they're great. Like you can communicate with anybody across the entire world. That's fantastic. That's one of the best things that's ever, come in the
Yeah.
technological world. But like I mean you'll hear it in our songs too like we just kind of want to like be more
That's what I was
you
gonna
know, more
say.
human.
That's what I was gonna
Sense.
say. I mean, I feel like it's just become like so overwhelming having
Yes.
like all the information. It's just like more and more gets piled on you, and it's all in your pocket. And our song Potassium is kind of like about that, like just seeing way too much. I feel like I've seen more than I should.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned Potassium, and that's actually the first song that we were given to rock for us. I know you had, I think, a song before that. Was it Dead to Me or whatever?
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Okay, so we didn't get that one, but since that, we've had Potassium, Decay, and then, of course, your latest song, Digging My Grave. So that Potassium song was kind of like, hey, let's just get rid of some of this extra stuff around us and more or less just focus on what's here, what's present.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Talk about your writing, I guess, and who does the writing? How do you come up with that? And maybe the background a little bit for both of you guys and why you got into this.
We both do all the writing. Um, I play most of the instruments. Obviously, we hire guys that play, you know, bass and drums and things like that. But then, you know, I do a lot of the production. Macy and I do a lot of the production together now. Like I'll have a whole track kind of built, and you know, I'll kind of like send it over to you, and you'll listen to it. You'll give me back ideas and what you think the melody or lyrics should be, and we'll work on that together. And then, you know, but that's pretty much it. Like
Yeah.
we try to keep it simple. Like the two of us work really well together.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're able to think very similarly when we're writing. And
Yeah.
And then, of course, you both sing, but Macy does a lot of the singing, a lot of the front, I guess you would say. Does that coincide well with what you're kind of writing, what you're playing, all that kind of stuff? I mean, that chemistry works really well.
yeah, yeah, she does. I mean, we're being very generous with calling me doing any singing. I mean, I'm just basically yelling into a microphone for most of the time. She does the singing. I just yell. That's what I do on occasion. When the track needs it, I yell. That's it. But
So,
she does sing.
so growing up as
I
a kid,
appreciate that though. Thank
well,
you.
you know, I mean, well, at least okay, okay, you do a little yelling. You're the unclean vocals. How's that?
Yeah, yes, I'm the yeller.
Your history growing up as a kid, Macy, what got you involved in music and kind of what was your influences?
Oh man. I feel like, I mean, I've always wanted to be in music, which is kind of crazy because like nobody in my like my parents aren't like they don't have careers in music or anything like that. But I don't even remember a time where I didn't want to sing. I'm always like I went from being like a singer princess that does karate to like just singer. But I remember like I would like put on shows in my living room and be like, okay, everybody has to come watch me sing now. Or like this is like at the age of like 2 or 3. And then I'd like swing in the backyard and I just sing at the top of my lungs. And then like years later, I found out that my neighbors would always be like, oh my gosh, she's singing again. And then they like found it just to be entertaining, which is good. But I can't remember a time where I like didn't want to sing. And I think I've always just been singing. My sister is always like, if she's making noise, she's happy. Because like my sister's like, you are very loud, Macy, throughout the house. You could always tell where I was. Or the grocery store. But
For the grocery store.
yeah, my grandparents are like, we never were afraid of losing you in the grocery store because I'd just be singing like 5 aisles over. And I'm like, you didn't tell me to stop. And they're like, no, we just knew you couldn't get lost. But yeah,
Um,
in terms of influences, like Adele has always been a
okay,
big influence for me. And honestly, the Foo Fighters,
okay,
like my two like obsessions.
nice. Have you ever met either one of them?
Yeah.
No.
What have I
No,
ever
No.
either one of them? No, I haven't.
okay, not yet.
I haven't.
It's
I
early.
don't
It's early yet.
know. I probably just go, oh, I don't know if I feel to speak.
Well, is that kind of where you got so with your influences? That I don't know about for you, Eli. Where's your music influence come from?
Well, I mean, it kind of goes all over the place,
All
you
right.
know. I would say like now it's different now than what it was. Like when I first started getting into music, it was very much like I guess it's now considered dad rock, but like
Is that
that.
my fault?
No.
Divorce dad rock.
Divorced dad rock. Yeah.
Favorite rock.
Yeah.
That's
That was the stuff
right in the genre.
yeah. That was the stuff I listened to with my dad though in the backseat of his car. Like that, I loved that stuff. Like all those,
Oh, yeah.
Seether, Creed,
Yep.
and then all those bands. Like grew up on that, so I was very influenced by those bands. But I would say for me, like the biggest one was Linkin Park. Like because they were kind of the first for like to really like kind of bend like really bend different genres and kind of just be totally innovative. And I always loved that about them. So Linkin Park was a very big influence for me. But
Yeah,
I mean, really, anything that was being played on the radio or on a CD in my dad's car, that's all I listened to.
Same.
well, we love to hear that you were listening to the radio back then. So hopefully you're still listening today. And there are people that do listen to the radio, and bands still do get discovered on rock radio. And I think you're starting to notice that a little bit too with your latest song, Digging My Grave, which is doing very well on rock radio. In fact, as this interview being played, I think you were 31 on the SMR charts, and on the rolling media-based active rock charts, which are the monitored stations, you're at 43. And that's not an easy thing to get on. Let's put it that way. You got to be excited about that, don't you?
Oh yeah, super excited.
It doesn't even feel
it
real.
Doesn't feel real. It's like, are you sure?
Yeah. Us?
And that's it. And the thing is, though, I mean, I don't know. A lot of artists sometimes don't have goals necessarily to be played on the radio, but radio does help kind of expose a band. Then there's also that social media platform too. How much do you use the social media platform to get people to engage in your music?
We definitely use social media too. I feel like you kind of have to now. So we try to post every day. So a lot of content for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all that.
And you're the ones that are probably responding back to the fans then, correct?
Yeah.
Usually,
to the comments.
Her, on occasion me, but usually you.
Yeah. Our management handles the messaging though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2025 has kind of been it's kind of just blowing up for you, hasn't it?
Yes.
It's been a big year.
Crazy year.
Yeah, crazy
year.
What are some of the things that have happened to the band here in 2025 that you look back now, because here we are at the end of the year and go, wow, this all happened? Give us some of the highlights, I guess, that really that make you go, wow, or excited about what's happening maybe moving forward.
How many monthly listeners did we start off with this year on Spotify?
When we started this year on Spotify, we had like under 200 monthly listeners.
Like 150.
Yeah. I don't know what we're sitting at now. I don't check
and we're
anymore,
sitting at like,
I mean, we peaked this year like just under 40,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is
yeah. So we went from sub 200 to almost 40,000.
And that's like an insane
this year, which is
jump to like, I can't, that's something that's also like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Did that actually happen?
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I mean, 2 consecutive radio, singles that have even broke the charts. Like that's crazy to me. Like,
yeah. Oh, and Decay, the music video for Decay has over 100,000 views on it. And I think that's the first music video we've had to like hit that level, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So has it helped you now with the obviously Decay and now Digging My Grave kind of start to open doors for you for the future in 2026? Or are you still kind of that band that's still a little bit unknown yet right now?
We're definitely still kind of the band that's unknown. However, like where we started this year was like there was we're starting from zero. Now we're starting like there's something built here. And like next year, now we're just building off of what we've done this year. So I mean, people definitely know who we are now, which is great. I love that. But I think this year set us up pretty good for next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully. If it all,
yeah.
cool.
Don't say that.
If it all falls apart, that's cool. We'll just keep working.
Knock on wood.
We're talking with Macy, Eli, the band Backhand Blue. The name, I guess, I mean, I'm sure everybody asks about it, so I'm going to ask too. Where did it come from?
So I only paint my left fingernails blue because I used to play guitar and I just like strum it off on my right hand. Well, I still play guitar, but I used to play cover shows out more often. And I use that reason, but I'm also left-handed. So if I try to paint my right hand, it's just
you're right-handed.
I'm right-handed. I'm not left-handed. My bad. You're left-handed.
I am left-handed, yes.
Weirdo. No. Anyway, so we were like left hand blue. That's kind of cool. But then like one person had it on Instagram and we were like, okay, better find something else. And then backhand blue, we were like, ooh, we like the alliteration. Backhanded tennis swing is on the left side. So
I wish we had a cooler story.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. No biggie. I mean, I'm just kind of curious where it came from. So now we know.
Every now and then it hits me like, should we have thought of a different name? But then I'm like, it's too late.
It's too late now. People know Backhand Blue now on rock radio. So I wouldn't change it. I don't think you need to change it anymore. So I think you're good on that. You dropped your EP, I think, in June. And obviously you've had great success with that. So moving forward here into 2026, what are the next plans, I guess, for more music? Are we done pretty much with that EP and what's going to be released off that? And what are we looking for 2026?
We've got one more song left.
2026 is going to be busy for the first 2 or 3 months for us.
Yeah.
We got one more song off of this first EP that's coming out. And then that will be it for this first one.
What's the title of that song?
The Other Side.
The Other Side.
The Other Side. Okay.
And
so,
then
while that song releases, we'll be
finishing
up the next record.
The EP, for next year.
Yes.
Okay.
And the first one in that will probably come out sometime late February, March. I don't remember the exact date.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys more interested right now just kind of doing the EP side of things rather than a full-length album, or have you talked about it, a full-length album, or what are your thoughts on that?
We have talked about a full-length album. The EP works good for us right now because we're just the way that we write, it works well for us to we'll get around 5 or 6 songs that we write throughout the year, and then we'll release them the next year, and then we'll just keep basically kind of doing that same cycle. I would love to do a full album at some point though. I still love listening to full albums, like concept albums and everything like that, where like every song flows into the next and stuff like that. I would love to do something like that yet, but for now, I think EPs are kind of where we're at.
Okay. And I got to ask, obviously, if you're going to have another EP coming out early in 2026, there has to be ways to promote that. And most of the time that means you go out on some kind of a tour in that. So where are we at on that for 2026? Have we got ourselves maybe on some kind of a tour that you can let us know about yet? Where are we at?
We're cooking.
I know you're cooking. I'm sure you are. I'm sure all your promotion people are saying you do not say anything except to Jay-Z at 94 Rocks. All right. Nobody's listening or watching right now. So what are you doing next year?
Oh, we're working on it.
We'll just say we're hoping to be extremely busy next year.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what that looks like.
I don't either, actually. So.
But the plan is to basically just never be home, I think.
I think that's the plan. Okay. We're not even fully sure.
So have you done many local shows, anything like that? Have you played some live shows and stuff in 2025?
Yeah,
we did a few.
We just finished a small run this like a week ago, actually.
Yeah, we
went from Lincoln, Nebraska, all the way to Roanoke, Virginia, and that was great. We had a great time, but we'd love to make it your way. Maybe play a show up there.
Yeah, that would be great. We've got a couple places here that you could definitely play at. So the touring obviously is something you're going to do in 2026. Really don't have all the final details. Do you like festivals? I guess, would you like to play at some festivals in 2026?
I would love to. Course. That'd be sick.
So we haven't had any announced yet. Are we correct on that?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Nope. But we would love to play some festivals.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Well, and they're a great way to get your music out to all sorts of new people. That's the beauty of it.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Yep.
So in the touring side, obviously, normally in a smaller band, you kind of get hooked up with some bigger, larger bands that have been doing this for a while. So let me ask you, this is a two-part question. Question number one is, what are some bands that you'd love to go out with that are currently playing music right now? And secondly, what are your, I guess, your bucket list, your wish list that you're, the dream big, what would you love to be on a tour one day with? So it's more reality and then more dream for the future, kind of which give me a couple bands for first let's do reality first. So what would be a good tour on reality maybe for 2026 with Backhand Blue? We'll start with Eli. He looks like he knows what he wants.
As far as like a realistic thing,
I feel like they're kind of both.
They kind of both mesh in my head too. Because like deciphering what would be realistic and just totally unrealistic is hard for me. But I would say realistically, it would be great to tour with some bands that would be maybe like Funeral Portrait would be cool.
Okay, yeah, I could see Lee bringing you guys out.
Yeah, Archers would be cool.
Yeah. Okay, saw them last year at Rockfest. They were amazing.
They're great guys too.
Yeah.
We did a couple shows with them back in like 2022.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being a good fit for you guys on that. Yeah.
Bands like that would be great. Versus Me would be cool. They're some cool dudes too. More on the realistic side, those bands are the ones that kind of come to my mind.
All right, so then let's go more of the future dream that you'd like to be in a stadium with some bigger bands.
I would do Linkin Park.
Kind of figured that one. I could figure that,
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Shine Down. That's
Shine Down. You were gonna say Shine Down?
Yes.
Shine Down. Okay. So did he steal all your thunder, basically, Macy, on the Shine Down to the Foo Fighters for your kind of dream tour you'd like to have sometime?
He did.
Okay.
I'd also, I think.
I don't know that I stole your thunder. I think we just agree.
We do.
Bad Flower.
Would be a band.
Bad Flower would be great. That one is a little more realistic too. That would be so sick.
That'd still be a dream. So like,
yes,
it kind of ties in.
Any other bands that are playing that you'd love to maybe go out and tour in 2026? And I'll ask you, Macy, that question since maybe there's a band or two that he didn't mention.
Well, said Bad Flower.
Yeah.
Right. Ooh, Paramore would be another dream one. I'm like spacing right now because you said a lot of what I was thinking.
Well, there's a lot of great bands out there that are kind of small, up and coming bands. And, obviously everybody thinks of the big stadium tours and all that, your big bands and stuff. But it's those smaller clubs, smaller venues with bands like yourself that are really the bands that are kind of the fabric, I guess, of our industry, where it's, somebody is going to have to become the next big band. So they all start out kind of where you're at, don't they?
Yeah, for sure.
What other exciting things do you have planned for 2026 that you can tell us?
I mean, right now, we're making the next record, we're doing a pretty cool spot. We're going up to Toronto, and we're going to be doing it in a studio up there in Toronto. So, that will be great. That'll be an experience we've never had before. And like I said, we're planning on doing it kind of old school, where we're going to play live the whole thing. Like we'll have the engineer in there as the sessions pulled up. He's just going to hit record, and we're just going to play it as if we're playing on a stage. And I just think that that's something that is missing a little bit in a lot of modern music, even though it's great. I do think that like some of the newer music that comes out sometimes lacks the live feeling of or the electricity of like a live band.
Right.
So I'm excited about that. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
And a very interesting experiment to see if we can do it. We'll see.
I'm also just excited for these new songs.
Me too. I think they're great.
There's one we've already been playing live, and it's quickly become one of my favorites to play live. So I'm excited to release these new ones.
That's awesome.
Because we like the other side, the song coming out in January has been a song for how long? How long have we had that song?
3 years now.
So to us, it's like, oh, this one's super old. Now we have these new ones.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, there's something new and shiny over here. I gotta play that. Yeah. Yeah. I get you. Well, that's I guess and a lot of artists are going to that single by single release rather than a whole album kind of thing. And then at the end, they're actually putting those signals together to make an album. So maybe that's what you'll do down the road.
Yep. Maybe. We'll see.
Well, I know we got to get going here, but this might be a tougher question because you guys are kind of an up and coming band. But I like to ask bands, what is something that everybody thinks they know about your band, but really they don't? Because there's always people that have this like, oh yeah, I know this, but then in reality, no, you don't really know this. So is there something that we don't know? And there's a lot of things we don't know about your band. But what's something that maybe everybody thinks they're saying they know about your band, but in reality they don't, and there's something that
I think everybody thinks that we like each other, but we actually hate each other, and we just do this for the money. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No,
it was a black screen all of a sudden.
No, honestly,
Macy.
Yeah, after the Zoom call, we're not going to see each other. No, I don't know. What do you think? I mean,
Bro said he's in it for the money. What money?
What money? What
money? That's a good question.
Yeah, I know it's.
Actually, I love that. Good questions.
We got like a comment the other day being like, "I dated your old songwriter," and I'm like, "That's not possible." So there's that because we write all the music. It wasn't either.
Okay. Okay.
So I guess that could be something to answer that question.
I don't really. We're kind of open books. We kind of.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of.
Well, what's something maybe that people should know about your band that they don't know yet?
That we're awesome. No, I'm kidding.
You got all the answers.
Yeah, I got all the answers. I'm killing this.
You are killing it.
At one point, I thought I had to keep my hair blue because blue's in the name.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that because you have had blue hair in your videos, and of course today we're not seeing the blue hair.
No, my hair was blue because I was like, the band's Backhand Blue. Let me dye my hair.
Right.
And I really liked it, but my scalp needed a break. And so I finally got all the blue out. I kind of switched to a wig there for
well, there you go. There's something. There you go.
But I don't know if that'd stay on my head when I'm on stage. So that kind of stressed me out. So then I just grew it out. So
think about how bad that would be too. If you were on stage and whipped your hair and it fell off.
I think it'd kind of be hilarious though.
It would be very funny.
It would be really funny. But
might be part of the act, maybe one of your songs. I don't know.
There you go. Best of both worlds. My Hannah Montana moment.
There you go. Yeah, just rip you're this, and all of a sudden you rip off. Whoosh! Here we go. This is who really I am.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I'm kind of getting the itch to dye it again, but it was so hard to get blue out of my hair. I'm still deciding what to do.
My curious is to get off your hands. I already wear gloves, I suppose. I mean, I as you can tell, I don't have a lot of hair to dye. So.
Oh, it was bad. Like my bathroom was just
a
bathtub. Like trying to rinse it out of your hair is just covered.
Good thing it wasn't red. People would think, "What happened in here?
Who'd you kill?" Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, I'm excited to see what the future holds for you guys. It looks like you guys have had a great success 2025, and more things are to come in 2026. As I mentioned, maybe we'll have to get back on a Zoom call here in a couple of months when you're finally able to let us know what is all going to transpire in the year.
Absolutely.
But we do appreciate your time joining me. And I guess the last question is, if more people want information about the band Backhand Blue, what are and most of it is social media, but what's the way to get a hold of you and all that?
I mean, Instagram, Facebook,
Fax machine,
fax machine,
Fax
pager,
pager,
radio ads.
radio ads.
We'll be listening.
There you go. There you go.
I know. And then we also have YouTube. I mean,
YouTube.
if there's a comment that comes up, we see it.
Yep.
I try to respond to all of them. TikTok. We didn't say that
Instagram,
one.
Facebook.
Used to have Snapchat. Not
Used
anymore.
to. Okay.
I don't understand Snapchat.
Yeah. So I have it, and you know, isn't it like you're supposed to have streaks on there with people or something or whatever?
Yeah.
So I have like the anti-streak with my three daughters. I think I haven't ever like gone back in like almost 3 years. So I mean, it's one of those things, you know. It's a generational thing. So you know, whatever. Macy, Eli, thanks so much for joining me. Have a great holiday, and we'll hopefully get to see you in 2026 sometime soon.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Once again, that is Macy. That is Eli. The band is Backhand Blue, and we're rocking them here on 94 Rocks.